Well, this is the end of it. There will be no more of your ballroom nonsense in here. This is a business establishment, not a bloody New Brighton dancing school. I've been far too lenient with you two. But what really makes me bitter is that I allow you chaps a little freedom in here when business is slow, and what do you do with it? The foxtrot. There is more to life than trotting around on a dance floor, and I thought at least you knew it, Sam.
It's a harmless pleasure, Harry. It hurts nobody.
It's also a rather simple one, you know?
You reckon so? You ever tried it?
Of course not.
Why don't you? Now.
What do you mean, me dance?
Yep. I'll show you a simple step in the waltz, and you try it.
What would that prove?
That it's not as easy as you think.
I didn't say easy, I said simple. As in simple-minded, meaning mentally retarded? You can't exactly say it challenges the intellect.
Well, it does other things.
Such as?
Makes people happy.
So do American cream sodas with ice cream. Come on, Sam. You're not asking me to take ballroom dancing seriously, are you?
Yep.
Well, so much for trying to give you a decent education. I've obviously achieved nothing.
You still haven't told me what's wrong with admiring something that's beautiful and then trying it yourself.
Nothing. But we happen to be talking about a foxtrot and not a thing of beauty.
But that's just what I'm saying. If you were to see two champions doing it, two masters of the art.
I give up. Now it's also art?
Yeah.
There's a limit, Sam. Don't confuse art and entertainment.
What is art then?
What is art? You want a definition?
Yeah, sure, I want a definition.
Philosophers have been trying to do that for centuries. What is art? What is life? Basically, I suppose it's the giving of meaning to matter.
Nothing to do with the beautiful?
It goes beyond that. It's giving form to the formless.
Yeah, well, maybe it's not art then, but I still say it's beautiful.
I'm sure the word you mean to use is entertaining.
No, beautiful. And if you want proof, come along with me to the Centenary Hall in New Brighton in 2 weeks' time.
What for? I've seen the two of you prancing around in here often enough.
What? This is not the real thing, Hallie. We're just playing around in here.
I'll use my imagination.
And what do you get?
Bunch of people dancing around on the big floor having a so-called good time.
That all?
Yes, well, basically, that's it, surely.
No, it isn't, eh? Your imagination hasn't helped you at all. There's a lot more to it than that. I mean, we are getting ready for the championships, not just another dance. Sure, there's going to be lots of people, okay? And they're going to have a good time. But they'll only be spectators sitting around watching. It's only the competitors out there on the dance floor. Party decorations, fancy lights across the walls, and beautiful ladies in evening dresses, eh?
My mother's got one of those, Sam, and quite frankly, it's an embarrassment every time she wears it.
Your imagination left out the excitement. Oh, yeah, those finalists are not just going to be out there to have a good time. One of those couples is going to be the 1950 Eastern Province champions. And then your imagination left out the music.
Mr. Elijah Guzman Kuzana and his orchestral Jazonio.
The sounds of the big band, Hallie. Trombones, trumpets, tenor sax, and alto sax. And then also, finally, your imagination left out the climax of the evening, when the dancing is finished and the judges have stopped whispering among themselves, and the master of ceremonies collects their scorecards and goes on to the stage to announce the winners.
All right. You make it sound like it's a bit of a due. It's an occasion. Satisfied?
Ah, so you admit it then?
Emotionally, yes. Intellectually, no.
Well, I don't know what you mean by that. All what I'm saying is that it's going to be the event of the year in New Brighton. It's been sold out for 2 weeks already. There's only standing room left. We've got competitors coming in from King Williamstown, Grahamstown, and Petty.
Tell me a bit more.
Ah, I thought you weren't interested intellectually.
I've got my reasons.
What do you want to know?
Takes place every year?
Yes, but only every third year in New Brighton. It's East London's turn for the championships next year.
Which I suppose makes it an even more significant event.
Oh, Now we are getting somewhere. Our occasion is now a significant event.
I wonder.
What?
Wonder if I could get away with it.
Yeah, but what?
Write 500 words describing an annual event of cultural or historical significance. Would I be stretching poetic license too far if I called your ballroom championships a cultural event?
You mean you...
Could we get 500 words out of it, Sam?
Why, Victor Sylvester has written a whole book on ballroom dancing, eh?
You're going to write about it, Master Holly?
Yes, gentlemen, that is precisely what I'm considering doing. Old Doc Bromley, he's my English teacher, is going to argue with me on this. He doesn't like natives, but I will point out to him that in strict anthropological terms, the culture of a primitive black society includes its dancing and singing.
Well, I'm ready.
Me too.
Ha! This will teach the young bucker a lesson. Let's get organized. I think you've given me enough general atmosphere, but to build the tension and suspense, I'll need facts.
Oh, give him facts, Putsem.
What do you want to know?
What do you call the climax? How many finalists?
6 couples.
Right, go on, give me the picture.
Spectators seated all around the hall.
And it's a full house.
Yes, Master Holly, full house.
At the one end of the stage is Gladman and his orchestral, Jazonians. At the other end is a long table with the 3 judges. The finalists go onto the dance floor and take their positions. And when they're ready and have settled down, the master of ceremonies goes to the microphone. But first, he makes a few jokes to get the people laughing.
Good touch. Creating a relaxed atmosphere that will change to one of tension and drama as the climax is approached.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the great moment that you've all been waiting for this evening, the finals of the 1950 Eastern Province Open Ballroom Dancing Championships. But first, let me introduce the finalists, Mr. and Mrs. Welcome Chabalala from King Williamstown.
Oh, it's when the people clap their hands, whistle, make a lot of noise, Master Holly.
Mr. Mulligan Jigalan and Miss Nomtlen Konyeni from Grahamstown. Mr. and Mrs. Norman Chinga from Port Alfred.
Yo-yo!
Mr. Fez Bukalan and Miss Dina Plachi from East London. Mr. Welcome to and Miss Mabel Makara from Betty.
Boo! Boo!
And now, from New Brighton, our very own Mr. Willie Malapo and Miss Hilda Samuel.
Relaxed and ready to romance.
The applause dies down when everybody is silent. Gladman lifts up his saxophone and gnaws at the orchestral Jazonians.
Play the jukebox, Putsem.
Ah, no, man. I also only got bus fare, Willie.
Hold it, everybody. What's that? How much is left in the till?
3 shillings. Your mom counted it before she left.
Sorry, Willie. You remember what happened last time we did it? We just have to combine our imaginations and hope for the best. Right, what have we got? Let's see. How are the points scored?
Maximum of 10 points each for individual style, deportment, rhythm, and general appearance.
Must I start?
Hold it a second, Willie. And what about penalties?
For what?
Doing something wrong. Say you stumble or bump into another couple. Did they take off any points? If while you're dancing, you and your partner collide into another couple.
If me and Miriam bumped into you and Hilda, eh?
What'd I say?
Come on, Helen. There are no collisions out there. Nobody stumbles or trips or bumps into each other. That's what that moment is all about. To be one of those finalists on that dance floor is like being in a dream about a world in which accidents don't happen.
Jesus, Sam, that's beautiful.
I'm starting.
Of course it is. That's what I've been trying to say to you all afternoon long. It's beautiful because that's the way we want life to be. But instead, like you said, Harry, we're always bumping into each other. Look at the three of us this afternoon. I bumped into Willie, the two of us bumped into you, you bumped into your mother, she's bumping into your dad. None of us knows the steps. And there's no music playing. And it doesn't stop with us. The whole world is doing it all the time. Open up a newspaper. What do you read? America has bumped into Russia. England is bumping into India. Rich man bumps into poor man. Those are big collisions, Hallie. They make for a lot of bruises. And a lot of people get hurt in all that bumping. And we are sick and tired of it. It's been going on for too long. Aren't we ever going to get it right? Learn to dance life like true champions instead of always like a bunch of beginners at it.
You've got a vision, Sam.
It's not just me. What I'm saying to you this afternoon is that everybody has got it. That's why there's only standing room left at the Centenary Hall in 2 weeks' time. For as long as the music lasts, we're going to see 6 couples get it right the way we want life to be.
Is that the best we can hope for? Watch 6 finalists dreaming about the way it should be?
I don't know. But it starts with that. Without the dream, we won't know what we're going for. And I reckon there's a few people who've gone past just dreaming about it and are going for something real. You remember that thing we read in the newspaper once about the Mahatma Gandhi going without food to stop all those riots in India?
Yes. He certainly was trying to get the steps right.
And the Pope. The Pope.
The Pope as well. And our old General Smuts. He's also out there dancing. When you come to think of it, that's what the United Nations boils down to. A dancing school for politicians.
Let's hope they learn.
You're right, Sam. We mustn't despair. Perhaps there is hope for the world after all. Keep it up, Willie. Right, so what have we got so far? Our title, A World Without Collisions.
Hey, that sounds good, eh? A world without collisions. Ah.
Subtitle, Global Politics on the Dance Floor. That's a bit too heavy, eh? What about